This is Dr. Andrew Bernstein, also known as Dr. Fashion, and I'm with Faith Ferris, and we're The Look TV. This week, we get to go to West Palm Beach, Florida, and Palm Beach for an endless summer. Endless summer is the culmination of over 100 years of Worth Avenue, the famous street in Palm Beach, Florida, with stores like Chanel, Gucci, Valentino, Saint Laurent, Tiffany, Ungaro, and so many others. Worth Avenue has graced the lifestyle of the Vanderbilts and so many famous people for over 100 years. The famous luxury fashion store, Martha's, which happens to be my grandmother. Martha was the leading luxury women's apparel store on Worth Avenue for over 50 years. Martha started after World War II. And she brought luxury fashion to Palm Beach like nobody else. People would come from New York, from California, by the train or plane, and visit the Martha boutique where they could find the best fashions in the world at the time. Martha had a salon, a boutique, and also a Valentino boutique for many years. This was the epitome of fashion and Worth Avenue. We know Rodeo Drive in California. We know Park Avenue in New York, Fifth Avenue and Lexington Avenue for shopping, Bal Harbour Shops in Bal Harbour, and so many other places like Chicago, in Paris, and in Rome, Madrid, and so forth. But fashion in Florida really takes its place because people would come from the winter months to Florida to enjoy the sunshine, to enjoy the wellness, and with it came shopping. So Endless Summer is being brought to you by the Historical Society of the Palm Beaches. It's a work that's been in the making for almost 2 years. And you will see pop-up boutiques from Martha's, from Gucci, Tommy Hillfiger, Tiffany, Chanel, Cartier, Ungaro, and so many others. Famous designers will be there, as well as celebrity designers. To name a few, well, you're just going to have to go and check it out. This is the event of a lifetime. So I encourage all of it on The Look TV. So come and join us. We'd love to show you around. Most iconic designers. I call Zang Toi a young designer. Well, it's still young, but he's been designing 40 years, Zang? 34, excuse me, 34 years. Zang started out when he was a young designer. Zang went to Parsons School of Design, and one of the first stores that found Zang was Martha's in New York and Palm Beach. And Zang, what Martha's had was what called the Young Designers. Zang, Jeanette Kastenberg, Josie Nattori, Badgley Mishka, Kristen Francis Roth, all the great young designers who now are millionaires and very famous, living in New York. and who are really the top designers for Saks Fifth Avenue and in many places around the country. Zang is an institution. His clothes are so flirty, so young, so colorful. Every Zang comes out with such new, exciting looks in the line of Bill Blass, Andre Laug, all the famous designers Zhang knows when he was with Martha's. So Zhang, I'm so glad that we have you on the look today. And we are at the beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida, for the Historical Society of the Palm Beaches opening of Endless Summer. Zhang is featured in the Martha's pop-up, where Zhang played such an integral part of being a part of Martha's and the Martha look for years and years. So Zhang, just tell us, I'm so excited, and one thing that Zang Toi and I have that very few people in the world have, we both celebrate our birthdays June 11th. We're Gemini, right? So every year I call Zhang, not that I can always reach him, but I tell his system, hey Zhang, it's your birthday. And also Marcia Posner, who's very big, her daughter, June 11th. Three of us, the trifecta. So Zhang, I'm so excited that we have you on the look today. Just tell us a little bit. We haven't been in touch for a while, but it seems like yesterday. It seems like yesterday when you had long hair, you were in New York, we're talking about the 80s and early 90s. Years, not working with polyesters, but with silk and with linen and rami and cotton and wool. You have done that, and I think it's part of your heritage. You are from Malaysia, one of my favorite countries. Angtoi. So Zang Toi, look it up right now, viewers. But Zang, what did you do? Because I know our viewers are so interested. Many own your pieces. Many have seen your fashion shows, New York Fashion Week. What have you done that you can tell our viewers?
Well, you know what? I've been very fortunate to come to America 42 years ago with $300 in my pocket to study at Parsons School of Design. And I finished a 4-year program in 3 years and then worked for Mary Jane Marcasiano for 8 years, and then started my own in 1980, August 1989. And then when I launched my second collection, which is November 1989, my very first spring collection, spring 1990, your
At
great
Martha's.
mother, Miss Lynn, invited me to come and do a trunk show in the. And we did so well. Lynn decided to carry that beautiful jacket that was featured in Vogue magazine, the new faces of the 90s.
Yes,
The
that
red
was
velvet
you.
linen jacket with gold occupant with a hot pink skirt. Lynn sold 200 of that
200.
suits in red and black, and never have no department store even can come close to sell a 200 suit in that one design.
Because
And
she
it's
believed in you, she saw
and
it.
she have great eyes.
Yeah.
She have great talent to spot a young talent, and your grandmother's the same way too. It's she really. I always tell when. His Palm Beach Historical Society interviewed me for this project. I told them, Lynn, Miss Martha and Miss Lynn are the godmother in the fashion industry. Your grandmother is the one who brought Valentino and Chanel to America, and your mother is the one who championed all of us young designers, who gave us our start.
Yes.
You
And
really did.
it's very exciting because not only did you get your start, and again, you were new. I mean, you spoke English well. You speak English now. You're a native. But it was really interesting coming to school, studying here, and having that dream because somebody else might have just gone home.
Exactly.
And today, you know, it's so hard for international. What we have, the problems with the border,
Right.
and wars, and what's happening, and whatever. It's so hard today for international students to come and learn and to study because they don't have the opportunities that you have
Yes.
and to do it. But you really made it. It's the perseverance.
Yeah, perseverance, hard work. For me, the key ingredient to success is really hard work. There's so I always tell all the young people always come to me for advice. Say, what is the secret to success? To have the staying power to be in business for 34 years. And this year, actually, as a matter of fact, this year gonna be my best year in 34 years in business.
And that's great.
I say it's hard work. You know what? There are a lot of talented people out there, a lot of super smart people. I think hard work takes you a few steps ahead of everybody. After 34 years of owning my business as very, very successful. I still work 24/7.
I know you do.
I don't take
You don't
it for
sleep.
granted. I love what I do.
Yeah.
I really do. You know what? When you love what you do, it's not work anymore. When you're passionate about what you do, it's not work.
Exactly.
Where you have to stay for 15, 18 hours working on the collection, it's not work. It's fun.
And what do you tell the young people, the young students, young entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
whether they're doing design, they want to be in the fashion business, own a business? What do you tell them, Zang? Because you've been doing this nonstop for 34 years. You've been very successful. It hasn't been easy all the time.
Yes.
New collections. Not everybody loves the
Yeah.
collection, but the idea is loyalty. I know you were loyal to Martha and stores Saks Fifth Avenue for
Yeah.
years when other designers said, I'm leaving them, or even companies saying, I'm not crazy this season, let's go to somebody else. Loyalty is not what it was today.
So I completely agree. I think loyalty is so important. I think it's very lacking today. I'm very fortunate. I had the most loyal and most beautiful relationship with Martha to the very end. And same thing with Saks Fifth
Saks
Avenue.
Avenue.
I think loyalty is spoke so loud about what a person. Like I have a store in Nashville. I just got back from Nashville last week. We did over $1 million.
$1 million?
A little boutique, we did over $1 million.
In a week, less than a week? Oh my, that's incredible.
Every year we do over $1 million. And another store have been trying to steal me from the store. I said,
It's
no,
loyalty.
you cannot. I said, they give me my start. I don't care. You can promise me 3 times your order. Loyalty to me, I think is so important.
But you have a lot of loyal customers,
Customer.
personal
Yeah,
customers who come to you
for the
all
last
the time. For 34 years. They don't want anything else. They want Zang Toi.
Yeah, they're very faithful. They waited patiently for me to come back to whatever store around the country twice a year. And I just have the very niche business that the lady, they don't come and buy 2 or 3 pieces. They come in and we do the whole wardrobe for them. That is why it's so amazing after 34 years.
Is our camera dead, or we're still running? Or can we still record? Okay, so Zang, what's the future for Zang? We've had designers say, I'm going to do a play or a musical or a movie.
Yeah.
You were just designing. Is there a future other than design for Zang Toi?
Well, I know what the future
A restaurant with Malaysian food? Oh my God. Malaysian food. I know we had dinner years ago in New York, and you picked out every entree. I haven't eaten tonight. My mouth is watering.
Yeah, you know what? I think the future will be retirement. But I've been doing.
I can't see you retire. Zang Toi will never retire.
What I do, my job. I'm really passionate about making women feel beautiful and look beautiful. Women eventually venture to other things. We did some lifestyle thing. I did a partnership with Papyrus for 6 years before they went out of business. It was the most successful collaboration that Papyrus ever had with any designer. When they approached me, they signed a 3-year contract. As soon as I launched the first collection, they re-signed me for 3 more years. We have a total of 6 years of contract. They were projecting to sell 40,000 Zang Toi greeting card a year.
40,000.
So that means 6 years is 240.
That's incredible.
In 6 years, we sold 1.3 million Zang Toi cards.
1.3 million Zang Toi cards, and that's for the holidays, for everything. We love you, Zang Toi. I think it's great. Zang, if you have one word for people, moving forward, whatever, what is it? What's one word of advice?
Be happy.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Yes.
As they say in Jamaica, don't worry, be happy.
Exactly.
Zang, it was such a pleasure having you on The Look and being with you at Endless Summer here in West Palm Beach for the Palm Beach Historical Society. It is such a pleasure. We can't wait. I think we're coming in February to see your show, right? Which is a salute to your late brother.
Yes.
So we can't wait to see what February story. And this is fall winter?
Yeah,
fall winter 24, 25. We can't wait, and we're going to cover that for The Look.
Oh, I would love that very much, and it's such an honor to be here tonight to honor 2 of my great friends.
Lynn Manulis and Martha, and you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. And February. And everybody, thank you. Thank you.
I know you didn't stay up.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Welcome back to The Look. We're so excited to have Cameron Silver, the visiting curator here at Endless Summer at the Historical Society of Palm Beach. Cameron spent over a year putting together this historical exhibition of really 100 years of fashion in Palm Beach and Worth Avenue. Cameron, this was amazing. How'd you do it?
Well, thankfully, we had a really nice collection that was from your family. So
Martha's.
the Martha pieces really were the catalyst to tell this story, and then wonderful local women in closets who contributed, and several of the fashion designers who've had very pivotal businesses built in Palm Beach were very generous in loaning things.
When you put it together, again, it's almost 100 years of fashion. We know Palm Beach is so iconic since really the 20s and 30s when Northerners would come down to get in those old sort of jitneys with the bicycle kind of jitneys that you also saw in Dearborn, Michigan, and go around. They had those old spas here and so forth. What were some of the things that maybe when you did your research and looked into some of the stores and companies like Martha's, Saks, Moss and Hoffman, Gucci, Tiffany, Prada, all of them, what are a couple of surprises that maybe you found out?
Well, I think the thing that's most interesting is that so many of these international luxury brands, their second store after New York was Palm Beach. Yeah. So you get a Saks Fifth Avenue here in 1926. You get Brooks Brothers here in the 20s. You get Gucci and Buccellati and Chanel. All of these really important international brands build their American business after New York in Palm Beach, because there is a customer here who has historically been very well dressed, has the means to be well dressed, and has the social life that requires the wardrobe.
Yeah, and I know you have a store in California, you're big out there and so forth, and I know you've talked to a lot of companies and with private labels and designers. Any outfit you found or something with a history, you're sort of like a detective, you're CSI for the last year in Palm Beach. Anything that you said wow, or something that was so strange or wonderful that maybe you have in the collection?
Yeah, I think it was fun really finding out the dates of every single piece. And there's a dress from your family's collection that comes from the same 1987 season of James Galanos, of a dress that I put Heidi Klum in.
Oh, wow.
For the Golden Globes.
Wow, that's cool.
So I love sort of like finding my personal connection to your family's connection to Mr. Galanos, who I know.
To Heidi Klum,
yeah. So like it all, like, you know, everything has a story. Yeah. So it was fun just getting that.
It's almost they're looking above Bill Blass and James Galanos and Andre Laug and Pauline Trigère.
They all came here to build their businesses.
They're all in the walls.
This little island of Palm Beach with a rather small population is really instrumental in so many of these global luxury brands that we know today having achieved the recognition. And a lot of it has to do because of your family.
Martha.
Miss Martha and Miss Lynn.
So what's next, Cameron? You've done this incredible exhibition. You're probably going back to California. Maybe make a rest when we ask what's next. Everybody says I'm going to Disney World. But what's on the agenda for Cameron?
Well, my next big project is I have a book coming out at the end of May.
Oh, great.
On the history of caftans.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be a big...
I'm thinking Halston.
Halston, we have Halston sketches that no one's ever seen before.
Whoa,
so
Halston was great.
He was
and Elsa Peretti with the jewelry.
So it's a big comprehensive book about caftans, the historic caftans, men in caftans, Hollywood in caftans.
Kids in costumes, dogs in
caftans today, because it is really the first garment of humans.
Yeah, exactly.
And
we see it in Afghanistan, so much in the Middle East.
In every culture.
Yeah, and it's natural and sustainable.
Yes.
With sustainable fashion being so big today, caftans are so important.
Yes, because you don't waste fabric.
No, and you don't waste all the water, and it doesn't go out into the planet and to landfills. I think that's incredible.
Next time together, we'll probably do an interview where we're both in caftans.
I'd love that. I think that'd be great. Cameron, congratulations on such an incredible
endless summer. And now it's going to be endless for several months. I think we're going from November to
until May. So
May, so 6 months. So everybody, if you're in the South Florida area, West Palm Beach, or anywhere between Miami and Palm Beach or Jupiter, come down. Check out Endless Summer. You're going to see fashion like you've never seen it before. Over 100 years of fashion from some of your greatest designers. So look, audience, please check it out. Or you can always go to thelooktv.net and check out the pictures, background, and all the pictures that we have from the show as well. Cameron, it was such a pleasure. Congratulations. As always, it was so great working with you as an assistant curator in residence. But it was so great working with you and getting it done. So, and I can't wait to see the book. And when you get the book out, hopefully you'll come back on The Look and let's look at it and talk all about caftans. Thank you, Cameron. And back to you.
Celebrate history and support history. So this is an incredible evening for an incredible season and celebrating an amazing event. You know, Palm Beach is this little tiny island that we all love and some of us call home. Who would have ever thought when Henry Flagler brought his railroad down here at the late turn of the 19th century that in just a short 100 years, this community that we call home would have such a dramatic impact on the world of fashion internationally?